It's a stunning day here in Galle for the start of day 3 of this first test, with England in a wonderfully strong position. Sri Lanka have it all to do. The pitch looks very good for batting, at least for today, and England's openers managed to get through unscathed up to stumps last evening, putting on 38 with Keaton Jennings on 26 and Rory Burns on 11. So England's lead is 177, and they are under no time pressure to try and increase that lead. Chandimal is not on the field. The Sri Lankan captain has that leg injury. I saw him arrive late at the ground in a Sri Lanka minibus. He was clutching what looked like scans, medical records with X-ray written all over it. So we'll get you some news on him as soon as we have it. First ball of day 3. Burns has tucked that away nicely to trot up to the non-striker's end. Close, very close, sliding back in. No, says Chris Gaffney. Sri Lanka do have reviews.
I've got my eyes on Dick Weller here, who doesn't look as excitable as he was on the first day, but it's a review nonetheless.
Pitching outside of impact, umpires call wickets hitting. Chris, you can stay with your original decision of not out. I will let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen now, make the signal.
Quick single, a direct hit. How tight will that be? I think Rory Burns knows. There was a bit of a giveaway by him, his body language, he's not happy. But really good work by Sri Lanka.
Oh dear.
Now that will tell you a story. Clearly short, so that's very unfortunate. He was looking good, but this is the break that Sri Lanka wanted. They need to separate the openers. They got it courtesy a run out. Another look. Demut Karnaratne, the fielder. Burns run out for 23 and England 60 for 1. Moeen Ali batting at 3 and on a pair. But dismissed first ball in the first inning.
Well, would you believe it? Moeen Ali. A good day yesterday with wickets, but his batting has struggled in this game. A first ball duck in the first innings, and now the tamest of dismissals in the second.
You'd have to say he's thrown it away. The new batsman coming in, he just takes time to feel comfortable out there. Herath back at mid-on. Manages to roll onto it and make sure it doesn't hit the turf. Moeen Ali walks back. He's scored just the 3 runs. England 67 for 2.
Burns run out in the first hour, and at the start of the second, Moeen Ali has gifted Sri Lanka a wicket by holding out at mid-on. It's outside the line of off-stump, despite the appeal. Saw Root try and get off the mark with a sweep, but is way outside the line, even though it would have hit off-stump. Oh, edged, I think. Beautiful bowling from Herath. He's got the England captain for the second time in the match.
Who needs a field change when you can rip one like that? Rangana Herath. That's a massive blow. A little quicker. You have to play that it's pitching in line with off stump. It's the slider that we've been seeing, and suddenly one spins. Herath in on the act. It's Root who walks back. Scored only 3 runs for England. They're 74 for 3.
Well, after a comfortable start for England this morning, they've lost 3 wickets.
Alan Mendes.
Yeah, you could be critical and say that Joe Root contributed to his own downfall in the first innings, but second innings there, just credit to the bowler. Beautiful piece of bowling. Good shot from Jennings, and threads it through. I think that's 4, yeah.
Yep. Don't have to go upstairs, and as I said, no boundaries. That's the first one, and I thought Kaushal Silva had extra cover. Should have done a lot better there.
Yep. 50 for Jennings. It's been a patient innings. He's only hit 4 boundaries, and it's taken him 111 deliveries, but an important innings for his team. And a fairly important innings for Keaton himself. He has a huge opportunity here to now really kick on. But that's the first little box ticked. He's got to 50. A horrible drag down. And Ben Stokes has dispatched that to the straight mid-wicket boundary. They think that's pad first. Chris Gaffney does not agree, or maybe thinks the stride was too big. Lakmal is the acting captain. They've got 15 seconds to decide.
I wouldn't be asking Dick Weller.
Correct. Was it pad first? That's the first question. Yeah, I think you're right.
That is definitely an opportunity that I've missed Sri Lanka.
This is all after that mini chat. Bowled 10 balls without conceding a run, but he's caused problems with every one of those deliveries.
Forceful shot. Welcome boundary for England in what's been a little bit of a stalemate. 51 overs, 127 for 3.
Powerfully hit. This was a freebie.
Powerfully swept by Stokes, who reached and smashed this away in front of square.
That's a very impressive stroke from Stokes. One of the few moments throughout this innings where he's really got forward, but he's reached out. The ball is outside off stump.
Well, he somehow got that over Gully's head. Numerous times Jennings has attempted that reverse sweep. He plays it very well. He hasn't always connected today, but he hit this one so firmly into the ground that it bounced up and got over Gully's head.
Well, the thing with the reverse sweep, he uses his height to get as far down to the pitch as he possibly can to smother.
Lovely from Ben Stokes. Beautiful straight drive, lofted straight drive, right out of the middle of the bat, flying many a mile for 6. Stokes looks in good touch.
Well, gaining a little bit of confidence, a little edgy early on. He's been beaten outside the edge a couple of times, and now he's decided to show his twinkle toes, get down the wicket. Off stump, but Stokes has played another sweep shot, and that has gone all the way.
The lead is 300. Cheers both for the shot from Stokes, the slog sweep that flew into the crowd, and also acknowledgement of the fact that England's lead now more than 300. Stokes on to 47 and looking good. .50 it is, and the runs coming quickly and freely now for Ben Stokes, who has followed a slog sweep for 6, a shot down the ground for 6, and a back cut now. A 4 to the cover fence, a 50 off 82 balls, 4 4s, 2 6s, motoring along.
Well, a killer just too short. Ben Stokes has rattled a killer this over by that slog sweep, causing a killer to lose his length. A killer's only a young bowler. He's got to learn to stay patient, but that is a fine 50 from Ben Stokes.
Down the ground, stands and admires it, and everyone else just follows it over the boundary rope. Nice strike again from Ben Stokes. 100 partnership is up, 104 from just 169.
Well, the spectators here and watching the telecast might just be in for a treat.
Oh, what a ripper. Well, he's trying to find the rough outside the leg stump. That is not negative bowling, because that's pitched about a foot outside leg and hit the top of off.
That's lovely bowling. Oh, they're looking at the front foot. He gets close. Beautiful piece of bowling. This is not negative, throwing it down the leg side, just is okay. Oh, that's absolutely fine. He's actually bowling at the stumps. Breakthrough. Get the batsman out. Ben Stokes, good innings. 62, 181 for 4.
A lovely innings from Ben Stokes has ended, but the pressure on the Sri Lankan bowlers continues with the arrival of Jos Buttler. That's a bit of a gift for Buttler to get off the mark first ball. 182 for 4. Makes contact this time. That's why he's trying to play the shot. That's wonderfully placed in front of square.
Third time lucky in this over. Jennings moves on to 87. A shot that you can bet your life they practice that.
Down the wicket comes Buttler. And it's gone all the way for 6. The 200 is up. That's what Sri Lanka wouldn't want at this stage, and that is to Buttler to explode and quicken the scoring.
That was a well-measured shot. And Buttler off the back foot in the first delivery to the man in cover. It was a powerful strike. Now on the front foot, he's picked that gap between mid-off and cover. And it's not looking good for the Sri Lankan bowlers. They've got to find a way quickly to get on top of Jos Buttler, because he can take the game away very quickly.
That's it. That is it. Indeed, Jennings gets his second 100. Had to wait for a while, but it was worth its wait. He's batted for a long time, Jennings. 290 minutes, 231 balls. He's got 6 fours, and he's got the England team and their supporters on their feet.
It's a fantastic innings. The first innings, he looked the goods. Just played back to a one that skidded on. He learned from that, and the way that he's approached this innings, he's deserved the 100.
Important moment, just tucking it through square leg. And look at the satisfaction. It's written all over his face. He is happy.
And Buttler goes for the sweep shot, finding the gap, deep square. So far, the run rate has not been held up with this new ball.
Yeah, perfect shot off the middle of the bat.
Oh, what a good catch. That is excellent work at Silly Point. Straight off the face of the bat, it went quickly and it went down.
Kaushal Silva. Oh, brilliant reflexes. That should lift them. That should bring some smiles, a little bit of breathing space for the Sri Lankans. And he's going to be opening too. Josh Butler 35, England 258 for 5.
Looks on the attack, and he's got hold of that one all right. All the way for 6.
The approach. That a message? He was in no hurry at all in that first innings. Of course, the situations are different. He came in under pressure.
Oh, goes high. Short delivery. Is into the crowd. England really looking to step on the pedal.
He's been in for 21 deliveries, second innings, pushing the game forward. 2 sixes, 1 4.
Down the wicket. Where has that gone? It's gone for 6 more. Slightly wider than the previous one.
Folks, he's really enjoying himself. Another terrific shot. Nimble footwork.
He sees another one. I think it's going to be out. It's taken in the depth.
Well, another very unselfish innings from Ben Foulkes. On debut, looking for the big shot into the leg side. Doesn't quite reach the boundary. Safe catch. Makoso Mendes. But a good hand there from Ben Foulkes. 37 from 34, 319 for 6.
That's not the first time we've seen him play that shot today. If you said that Jennings' innings has been based around 2 things, you'd say a solid defence. He's looked really secure against spin. And then his shots behind square, the sweeps and reverse sweeps. England declare. And why they didn't declare at the fall of the previous wicket when Ben Foulkes got out. But the declaration has now come. 322 for 6, a magnificent unbeaten 146 from Keaton Jennings, the lead 461, and there'll be 7 overs left in the day. With England's bowlers, it looks like Sam Curran's going to bowl the first over of the innings. Both seamers, Curran and Anderson, got a wicket in the first innings. I would have thought it's unlikely England will open with spin. Beautiful delivery from Anderson. That's why you've got to give him the new ball. No matter the pace, the slowness of the pitch, the dryness of the conditions, he'll find something. Karunaratne given plenty of time on the back foot as Moeen Ali drops fractionally short.
You've got to put these away. That'll keep the scoreboard ticking. Ease the pressure. That's the one you've got to jump all over.
Tight, and the square leg umpire calls for a review. Great awareness from Ben Foulkes. That would have capped a very good first 3 days in Test cricket from him, but he just wasn't quite quick enough. Safely negotiated by Karunaratne, so these two have done well, albeit with the odd alarm, especially in their running between the wickets. But it ends another dominant day for England. Sri Lanka find themselves 447 adrift on a good day for Keaton Jennings. He dominated the day. Keaton Jennings with that unbeaten 146. And England's second innings of 322 for 6 declared. Sri Lanka 447 adrift.